morning and welcome back to my channel. I am back from my holiday and I am really looking forward to just spending a nice chilled out cozy day together. I absolutely cannot wait. I hope you're all doing really well. It is Sunday morning currently. It's almost Sunday lunchtime. We've had a nice slow morning today. We got up, but we're still kind of in Turkey time, so our brains are still 2 hours ahead. So I was up by 7. I needed to just get out of bed and I was really hungry. So yeah, got up, had a really delicious breakfast. James made some nice homemade smoothies in the NutriBullet, and we had some nice like smoked salmon, scrambled eggs on toast. We made a bit of a thing of it and we both felt like we wanted like a nice healthy breakfast that wasn't too heavy. So yeah, that was really nice. Took Jasper out for a stroll. He's currently sunbathing opposite me. Absolutely loving the sunshine. So we took him out before it got too warm. It was kind of a nice sort of 12 degrees this morning, so it was lovely. And yeah, I've been doing some tidying in the house, doing a bit of hoovering, doing a bit of cleaning because we have some family coming over for a barbecue this afternoon, which I absolutely cannot wait for. I feel like I just need a nice like big British barbecue and the sun is shining. It's such a beautiful day, so yeah, it should be really lovely. But anyway, the reason that you were joining me in the snug is because I thought we could have a little bit of an outfit try on together this morning. I have got some bits that have been sent across from Halara. I'm familiar with the brand, but I've never actually owned any of their pieces before. I just haven't made a purchase yet. So this was really well timed, and I've got kind of a nice mixture of bits as well. I've got a really lovely summer dress that I'm so excited to try on. I've got a lovely kind of flattering skirt that I'm excited to try. I've got some white tops, so like some t-shirts and things, some lovely basics. And then I also have got a nice big delivery of leggings. I feel like it can be so hard to find the perfect pair of leggings. They're either like not great quality, or they're not stretchy enough, or the fabric kind of isn't quite right, or they bobble, or they're see-through. There's so many things that can go wrong with leggings. So I'm really excited to try these. I've literally got a few pairs next to me, and judging by the material of them, they're like a really lovely, like buttery, soft, stretchy material. So I am really excited to try some of these. The kind of main brand ethos to Halara is kind of around the fact that their clothes should be designed to allow you freedom, allow you movement, and not make you feel restricted. It really is about selecting the right materials that allow you to just feel really comfortable in what you're wearing. And they're very community driven. So as far as I understand, they have a kind of consumer-based feedback concept. They call it the Halara Circle, and I will link it down below in the description box, along with a very generous discount code that they've given me and all of the links to everything that I'm trying on, with colours, with sizes. I will make sure everything is in the box. But yeah, they're very much led by consumer feedback, and that's really what drives kind of their designs, any alterations in their designs, how they kind of put things together with sizing and things. So it seems to be a really great brand, and I am very excited to try some pieces on. So we can go through the leggings first, and then we'll kind of move into some different categories, and yeah, we will try them on. I've literally taken them out the packaging and I've not tried anything on, like I haven't even taken the labels off. So it is quite literally going to be a bit of a first impressions haul, but yeah, I can't wait. Outfit number 1. I've popped this little tank top on because I figured I could just keep it on and try the various types of leggings. First impressions, I feel really comfy, and both of these pieces are things that I would wear literally all of the time. So this top is obviously in the colour white. I got extra small, and it's called the Basic Padded Workout Cropped Tank Top. And then the leggings are part of the Softlyzero range. They are the crossover pocket plain leggings, and I got the colour Hazelnut Black. So you'll be able to see they're kind of like a dark brown colour. They have this gorgeous crossover waist, which I've never had before, and I actually think it's really flattering. The other advantage that I have never had in a pair of leggings before, that is now game changer, is the fact that you have pockets. I can't get over this. I am so pleased with the fact that this has pockets. I've never had them before, and I think that's the only downside when I'm popping on a pair of leggings and I'm going out for a dog walk. Obviously I've got my house key, I've got my phone, I've got poo bags, like I've got everything that I need to have in pockets, and I don't have any pockets because I'm wearing leggings, so I have to either take a bag or I just have to carry it, and this makes it so much easier for me. These are going straight to the top of my drawer. I'm going to get so much use out of these. A second pair of leggings. This is a black pair. This I believe is from the SoCinched range. So this pair has much more kind of tummy control. I would say, so I got the extra small in these again in the black. I would say if you were in between sizes with these particular leggings, I will kind of make sure everything is linked in order of which I've tried it on. But if you're in between sizes, then maybe size up, because they are very cinching. Like they are stretchy, but they feel a bit tighter on. So yeah, if you're not sure of sizes, maybe go size up. But once again, they have pockets in the side, which is just amazing. They are very, very flattering. They cinch you in all the right places, so they've got the tummy control. You won't be able to see it necessarily, but they have kind of like a line under here, which is very subtle, which is kind of, I think they call it butt lifting, which kind of helps to flatter all of the curves as well. Okay, the second pair of black leggings, very, very similar, but I do feel like these have a tiny bit more stretch in them. They do still have the tummy control, and they are still from the SoCinched range. But the difference with these, and it's a very, very subtle difference, is they have, I believe, what is called the butt cinch. So they kind of have like a ruched section here, which kind of helps to lift everything, give you a nice flattering figure. I don't really have anything else to say about these. They're just really great black leggings. Okay, and the final pair of leggings is another set with this really gorgeous crossed waist. I wanted to kind of add a few more colours to my leggings collection, and this is a colour that I don't really have. It's officially called Soft Silt. Again, it's extra small, and these are the Softlyzero crossover pocket plain leggings. So the same as the first leggings, but these are just an ever so slightly different colour. I will say, I have never in my life seen so many colour options for leggings, for a pair of leggings. They have blues, they have greens, they have reds, they have pinks, blacks, browns, like they have everything. You are not restricted for options. Again, they have the pockets, which is amazing. And I think even in the autumn, these will be such a gorgeous colour. I've just grabbed one of my jumpers to basically show you how lovely it would be with like a nice oatmeal jumper. I just think, how perfect is that? I could basically just go pumpkin picking right now. Moving on to something completely different. I am in love with this dress. I can't even tell you how much I love this. It is adjustable strapped, it is backless, you have this really gorgeous tie that I've just quickly popped into a bow. You'll see it's got like a nice elasticated part at the back as well. It's got tiers, it's got ruffles, it is stunning. Now this colour that I went for extra small. This is called Ice Water, which is just such a gorgeous sounding name anyway. I absolutely love this neckline. I think it's beautiful. I wish I'd taken this on holiday with me. It's such a shame that I've only just opened it, because this would have been so perfect for holiday. But it's this really, really gorgeous like linen material. Hopefully you can see the material that it is. So it's just lovely, and I think it's the perfect length as well. Like, it's obviously a mini dress, so it's going to be short, but you know, it covers everything that it needs to cover. Like, there's plenty of material there. Oh my gosh, I'm such a fan, and I love the colour so much. Moving on to a little bit of kind of workwear, smart wear. So I've got a couple of gorgeous pairs of black smart trousers. These are so comfy. And then I've also got this lovely kind of off-white, soft white bodysuit. So it's got a lovely square neck, it's got nice capped sleeves. I'm making sure that I get the names of things correct. So these are the Halara Flex high-waisted Bodysuit wide leg micro waffle work pants. So I got these in extra small, I got them in regular, the colour is black, and they are really comfy. They've got like a really, really soft inside pocket, if you can see here, and they're a really gorgeous like waffle texture, very flattering, very nice and sculpting on the waist. They're not too tight, which is great. And I really love the wide leg. And then the top comes in the colour white. It's called the Ribbed Knit Square Neck Short Sleeve Skinny Work Bodysuit. And again, I got extra small. I will link it down below. This is maybe ever so slightly too big for me, just because I don't have like a whole lot going on here. So maybe if you're in between sizes, or if you do have a smaller chest, then maybe size down. But overall, it's comfy, it doesn't fall down, it's not too bad, it's really nice, and it's got a lovely texture to it as well. It's like a nice sort of rib knit top. So yeah, this is a really nice kind of summery work outfit. If you need to be smart, you need to be wearing like long trousers, but you want something kind of nice and light and flowy, and ultimately something really comfortable and flattering. This is, yeah, a really great option. Moving on to the second and final pair of work pants, as they call them, of nice smart work trousers. These are kind of much more of a classic fit. They've got loops if you want to wear a belt with them, which I think is great. They're nice and stretchy, they're high-waisted, they have really nice kind of deep pockets as well. And these are the ankle length trousers. So again, extra small, got them in black, but they kind of just stop at the ankle. So if you do prefer to wear flats with these, that would be absolutely fine. They wouldn't look silly at all. And let me tell you, these are buttery soft. They are so soft and stretchy. Like literally, look at the stretch in these trousers. But they look flattering still, and I think they're such a lovely fit. Another really nice pair of work trousers. Then the final outfit that I have to show you is one that I think is absolutely gorgeous. So first things first, it's this fabulous basic short sleeve t-shirt. It's a really nice like buttery soft material, similar to the leggings. So you could dress this up kind of how I've done, or you could just wear it really casually if you kind of want to wear it for more of a sporty reason. And then we have this gorgeous metallic, they call it mermaid skirt, and I'm loving that name. This is the colour White Pewter, and it's basically like a really nice sort of rose gold colour, and I think you could kind of dress it down like I've done. So you could just pop a white t-shirt in and some trainers, or you could pop some heels on. You could wear like more of a strappy top as well, and I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. I've never really seen a skirt like this, and I've not ever had a skirt like this, but I just think I love the way that the light reflects off of it. I think it's really lovely. Now I've double checked and I do have a coupon, so I will pop the code onto the screen. It's really simple. It's just my name. You just need to type the name Lyndsey into the checkout in the coupon box, and you'll get 15% off any full priced items, which I think is fabulous and very generous. So you can pop onto the linked items in the description box. As I said, I will put everything in order in terms of the outfits that I've showed you. There's also a link to the Halara Circle event, of which you get to kind of try some pieces, give your feedback on pieces. So if that's something that you'd be interested in, then definitely go and have a look. But yeah, happy shopping. I believe Halara ship to honestly most countries. They ship to the UK, they ship to the US, they ship kind of all over Europe. There's plenty of places. So just make sure that you do pop onto the website and select your delivery country, and then everything will show in the correct currency. But yeah, I'm really impressed with all of this. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your favourite outfit is. So let me know which products you love. I think personally for me, as much as I love this skirt, I think the dress, I just think the blue dress was absolutely perfect. I am such a fan of it. But anyway, I'm feeling a bit toasty now, so I'm going to go and pop my dress back on and head downstairs, and I think I need a really nice like ice cold drink. I wanted to mention as well, just whilst I'm down here, thank you to everyone who gave me their opinion on what to do with this wall in the kitchen, because honestly, I'm getting so tired of myself even talking about it now, but I have just been so torn about what to do. But after kind of having a look, chatting it through, I actually also went onto, literally for the first time ever, I went onto ChatGPT, which honestly, I didn't even fully understand what it was, but it basically actually can help you create like an AI image if you're struggling to sort of visualize something. So I basically put this image of my kitchen on and I asked it to add a few different types of paneling. And the one that really caught my eye, I'll pop it on the screen, was like a half wall shiplap kind of paneling. And now that I've seen it, I am just set on it. I don't know when we're going to get it done, but I just think it looks absolutely gorgeous and it fits the style of the kitchen perfectly. It means I wouldn't need to do anything with this radiator. I just think it would be gorgeous having it along this wall and then also along the back wall. So yeah, that's probably going to be my plan. I think the flooring will possibly come first. I have a bit of an update on that as well. I know that I asked you guys to help me decide between the dark flooring and the light flooring. And actually now that I've got the table, I'm thinking that the light flooring would be better, because when I compared the darker colour to the colour of the table, again, I don't know why the table looks so orange in this light, but I feel like the dark one would have just been way too many tones of wood and it wouldn't have quite worked with the table. Whereas this colour is kind of similar to the chairs. And although you can't see because the table just, I don't know why it makes it look this yellowy colour, but it's actually a much closer match. It's a very close match to actually the shade of colour that we already have on the floor. So after all that, I think I'm going to go for the lighter colour wood, and then yeah, we're going to go for some half up the wall paneling, and I really just think it will transform this space. So yeah, can't say when it's going to happen. It's going to be a few weeks until we kind of tackle anything, I think. But yeah, watch this space, because I think that could be like the really great finishing touch to the kitchen. Okay, we are pretty much guest ready. Excuse the wedding invitations on the coffee table. I have been making a start on those, which is so exciting. But yeah, I've just had a quick run round, and James has very kindly helped me as well, collecting all of the bunnies in the house, because obviously I had bunnies out before we went away on holiday, and coming back, I think it was time for them to go. So we've done a bit of a bunny collection. I've popped a really beautiful vase back up here. I've just got a dough bowl here, but I'm thinking I maybe need something a little bit more than that. You can't really see it from here. Yeah, the table's been collected of bunny eggs. The eggs have come off the tree, and it's just back to looking nice and summery. There's a few blankets and things that I need to pick up, but yeah, overall we're back to how we should be. I've got my fabulous Neptune horse in the middle of the sideboard. I just love him there. He was on the media unit for ages, but I actually really like the look of him here. And then yeah, I've just kind of kept the pink and the green accents. I am loving this cushion on this chair. This is something that I picked up from Tesco, and it was something crazy like £8. It has a plain back, but I just think, isn't it such Neptune vibes? It really reminds me of the Orla Moss fabric, which is actually the fabric I've got on the cushions on our guest bedroom upstairs. I'll pop a picture on the screen, but I just think it looks absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, I'm really happy with that there. It feels very summery. I'm going to light my Sand and Fog lemon verbena candle, because it just creates such a gorgeous like lemony scent when you're walking through the front room, especially when the doors are open and everything. And then I've moved the bits off of this table because I think I'm going to pop it out on the patio just so we've got a bit of extra table space. But yeah, I think we are guest ready. Out here just whilst the world is waking up, while the birds are waking up and singing and the sun is rising. It looks like it's going to be another really nice day, which is amazing. I thought I would give you a bit of a garden update, because honestly, since we got back from holiday, good morning, since we got back from holiday, I can't believe how much the garden has grown in a week. It's honestly crazy. So I thought I would just, yeah, show you how everything is looking. Excuse the fact that I'm in pyjamas and Ugg boots, but we're just going to go with it. So this flower bed is kind of the shady one. It only really gets sun in the morning, and then it kind of just sits in the shade for the rest of the day. So my fern, oh my goodness, can you hear the birds? The fern I literally cut back to a little stump, and it was just starting to get some arms. Yes, I know. Jasper wants his morning walk. I need to have my cup of tea and then I promise we can go. I promise we can go. You've already had your breakfast and I've not had any yet. Yeah, so this was only getting some little arms shooting up when we left, and the amount that it's grown in a week is honestly crazy. I can't believe it. It just grows so fast. The hydrangeas have grown beautifully as well. You can just see the starts of some flowers on these, which is amazing. And this one didn't flower last year, but you can see that we're starting to get some flower buds on this one as well, which is just amazing news. I can't wait to see them both in flower. There's a few alliums still to come up. There's some that are just starting to open over here. These obviously open a little bit slower because they do get less sun. The astilbe is growing, so that will start getting some shoots kind of coming up soon, which is amazing. I did plant a dahlia down here. It hasn't come up yet, but I'm not like crazy concerned because they can come up a little bit later. And to be honest, you don't want them to come up too early because if there is a frost, then it will probably kill them. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of leave this patch to do its thing. The birds! You guys are being very noisy this morning. Goodness me. I actually read somewhere or heard somewhere, I don't even know if it's like a thing, but it's kind of just stuck in my mind that if wherever you are, if you can hear birds singing, it means you're safe. Because if there was any danger nearby, the birds would go, like the birds would be the first to go. So every time I hear birds singing now, it just puts a bit of a smile on my face because it makes me feel like I'm safe, and it makes me feel like the little piece of world around me is safe and it's peaceful, and I just think that's lovely. On the back of the garden we have a hydrangea. This is the one that I very recently potted, and you can see again there's lots of little flowers which are ready to come up, which is just fantastic. This little guy hasn't really grown very much, but I'm just keeping an eye on it. James's fountain is looking absolutely fabulous. Look at this. I think we need to do a little bit of deadheading on there. And I think this is Nemesia, if I remember correctly. Goodness me. Has started to flower as well, which is just fantastic. Once it's kind of fully come into flower, I usually pop it on top of the table here because it just gives this corner some really nice colour. We have growth on the lupin, which Jasper is kindly showing you, which is amazing. It didn't really get water while we were away, so you can see at the bottom there was a bit of damage done. However, we've given it a big water and it seems to have perked up, so I'm just keeping an eye on these bottom leaves, and if I do need to take them off then I will. But yeah, we have 3 coming up, which is amazing, and as you can see just here, they will be purple and they are just going to be absolutely stunning. I'm really excited. It's grown quite big for the pot already actually. I might need to repot it maybe next year. But yeah, really excited to see that. Moving on to the afternoon sun side, my phlox is starting to flower, which is amazing. You can just see them starting to come up, which is just fantastic. I feel like I've waited forever for that to come up and it's grown so much. So I think we'll have some nice tall flowers on there. The bleeding heart again is just growing at an almighty rate. We did have to cut a bit of it back yesterday, and there's just a few kind of little dead flowers that I need to take off. You can see there's a couple of allium coming up at the back, but I don't know if they're going to be seen because this is just an absolute beast. This is doing well still. My sweet peas, look how much they've grown. Literally, sweet peas, once they get going, there is so much new growth every single day. Like, this didn't even look like this yesterday. It grows so fast. So I'm just really focusing on training it round, and I think now that it's getting to this stage, I'm going to start properly tying it round and just making sure it fills everything before it just shoots straight up and misses all of the bottom section. So yeah, ideally I want all of this black frame to be covered, and there's no reason as to why it won't. So over on this side, tulips not doing so well. I don't know how they're going to turn out. I don't really know if they're going to make it, which is a real shame. Maybe they haven't had enough sun, I don't know, and they've literally been eaten to smithereens. I've planted these are, I can't remember what they're called, but they're like summery snowdrops. They basically look like snowdrops, and we literally planted those yesterday out of the pot, so I'm going to let them do their thing. We have alliums that have flowered, which is amazing. This is probably the best looking one. I think these are Purple Sensation. and they just add such a beautiful pop of purple colour. It's really lovely. Sedalia has grown, my fuchsia is growing, which is really amazing news. I'm just gonna again let that do its thing. I can't remember what this is. I want to say like delphinium, I think. I actually don't remember moving it there, but I obviously did. And again, I'm just gonna let it do its thing. I didn't really see it properly last year because I had my cosmos here and it just took over. It got absolutely ginormous. So it will be nice to give this a bit more space this year and just let it do its thing. In the final part of the garden, my tumbling Ted is just looking really, really beautiful in that basket. It's really lovely to see it over there. My rose bush is doing beautifully. There's lots of buds on here, which is amazing. I just need to give it a little bit of a soapy water spray to get some of these little, I think they're aphids or something, to get them off. And then moving around, excuse the mop, if I step back a little bit, you can see how much progress there's been with the climbing rose as well. These flowers have all grown. They're obviously stretching towards the sun because they don't get that much sun, but they still seem to be happy and they're filling out really nicely. The ranunculus behind it kind of isn't enjoying itself, so I'm going to see how that goes. We've got some lovely salmon pink flowers coming up in the pots, which is amazing. And then, yeah, the rose, honestly, when we got back, it was like up here, but it had got really, really leggy because, again, it is kind of reaching for the sun. So I did cut it back a little bit just to kind of keep it nice and bushy, but it looks so healthy. And I've threaded a few bits through the trellis as well because it was kind of leaning this way. So, yeah, hopefully that will grow up really, really nicely. We are experiencing classic British weather right now. When I was out this morning in my pyjamas, it honestly looked like it was going to be a very promising day, and in the space of about 20 minutes, it has become overcast, and when the sun goes in, it is not warm. So I feel like I'm dressed for autumn. I can't quite believe it, but that is just classic British weather. Like, one day it will be boiling hot and you're having the time of your life out in your sundresses, and then the next day you're dressed like this. But you know what? It's kind of why I love British weather as well, because it's so unpredictable. You just have to embrace it and go with it, and you just get every type of weather imaginable. So yeah, whether I get changed or not later, who knows, but I felt like I wanted something cozy to wear today. So that's exactly what I'm doing. And I've actually got my Halara leggings on as well. Did I say they were called Hazelnut Black? I've got the Hazelnut Black ones on and they are so comfy. I have actually basically just started a new book. I was about 10 pages in when I picked it up this morning, and it's Verity by Colleen Hoover. I feel like this is another very, very well talked about book actually, and I feel like I'm a bit late to the game. I feel like everybody's read it except me. And I think it was in a bit of a bundle of books that I picked up through Facebook Marketplace for free. There was a local lady that I think was moving house and just needed to get rid of a load of books, and she gave me a big pile of them, bless her, and I was so grateful. I've donated quite a few to my mum. I donated some to charity as well and just kind of gave them to a charity charity shop if I felt like I wasn't going to read them. But Verity was in it, and I thought, you know what, this is a sign, it's fate, I need to start reading it. So yeah, there's not really much I can say because I'm currently on page 42, so not an awful lot has happened, but it's basically about a struggling writer. She's like an author, and she gets offered a job to complete a book series from another female writer who has had some sort of incident. She's had some sort of accident, she's injured, and she can't finish the series. So her husband comes to this struggling writer, Lowen I think she's called, and it basically offers her the job of completing his injured wife's book series. But she starts to, when she arrives at the house, she starts to kind of read her notes and read her drafts and see what sort of material she's got, and she actually starts to realise that she's been writing about some very interesting things, and she doesn't want to tell the husband, and I think at some point she starts developing feelings for the husband, and I don't know, but I have a feeling there's going to be a big twist, and I'm really looking forward to reading this. Like I said, I've heard really great things, so fingers crossed it is a good read. Oh my goodness me. We are quite literally experiencing every form of weather today. Oh my gosh. I probably am not going to run out and get the cushions. I think they're just going to have to suffer their fate. Oh, look at the cat. Quick, get inside. Oh my goodness me. Do you know what? It's funny though. James and I just said at the same time, at least we don't have to water the plants this evening. They are going to very much appreciate that. They'll get a good drink. Goodness me, I think it might be shower and pyjamas time. Oh my gosh, the thunder. Please excuse the state of my hair. I've just had a shower, but oh my gosh, I can't believe the thunder. The funny thing is, I'm looking out the window and to the left of me, it's just like grey. It's not like really dark grey, but it's just grey. And then to the right of me, it's literally bright blue sky with some clouds. It's hilarious. I'm gonna have to look up for like a rainbow or something. Anyway, I have just jumped out the shower. My pyjamas are looking a little bit creased, but we're just gonna go with it. And I just felt like my hair needed a wash. It was overdue a wash. I actually ordered some moisturiser in the hopes that it would kind of maintain the slight tan that I have since holiday. I did a lot of research on this. I've tried the Dove one. It's a really, really popular one. And I got the light to medium shade, and I was using it kind of in the build up to holiday to try and develop like a little bit of a base colour, just kind of on my legs and things because I am quite fair skinned. Oh my gosh, lightning. Yeah, I tried to use it before I went on holiday, and honestly, I'm like very pale and I did not notice any colour whatsoever, and I was kind of disappointed. So I did a lot of research. I think I used TikTok as my search engine, just kind of what people have rated gradual tan moisturisers. I don't want to go hard and get like fake tan and kind of tan mousses and tan things, because honestly I've tried it before and I just can't be bothered. I'll be honest, I just can't be bothered to do it. Whereas a gradual one I think is really easy because you just use it as a moisturiser when you get out the shower. You don't really have to worry about streaking because it's much easier to spread a moisturiser all over you, and it's such a gradual thing that you don't kind of wake up the next morning and you're like bright orange like a carrot. And obviously it doesn't rub off on anything because it just dries like a moisturiser. So I've just popped it on. I got the Garnier Body Summer 24-hour Hydra Gradual Tan Lotion, and it says a natural looking even tan for a light sun-kissed glow. I think you can get a light one and a dark one, or like a medium one, but I just went for the lightest. It does say suitable for face and body, but honestly I won't put anything on my face. I'm very particular about what goes on my face. But yeah, this is the second time that I've put it on. The first time I put it on was literally the day after I got back from holiday, and hopefully, obviously it's good to moisturise a lot when you have a bit of colour anyway, because it will kind of help to preserve it and stop you drying out, but hopefully this will just maintain a little bit of the colour over summer, and I'm really liking it. So yeah, I've just put that on. I'm going to give my hair a brush because it is looking rather knotty. I don't know what has happened to my what has happened to my pyjamas, honestly. These are are these Sainsbury's? No, I think these are H&M. My Sainsbury's ones shrunk, which I was gutted about because they were literally my favourite pyjamas, and I washed them once and they shrunk, and then I bought some more and then I washed them once and they shrunk, and it seems like that's kind of a common thing with Sainsbury's pyjamas, which is devastating. But yeah, I am going to get my skincare done shortly. I'm going to brush my hair, dry my hair, and then it's just going to be, yeah, a really nice chilled evening.